So for this one, I'm going to tie my take on a very simple Caddis pupa. So I've got a size 14 hook, size 3mm slotted tungsten bead in a dark gray graphite color. Lock it in my vise right here. I'm going to use black thread and olive vinyl rib, which I think is a great way to put segmentation into this body. I'm going to lock that hook into my vise. I'm going to lay a foundation with my black thread. Trim off my tag end. And wrap my line, my thread, all the way back to just about the shank of the hook, where just before it starts to bend. I take a piece of my vinyl ribbing and I like to lay it and attach it. My attachment point is right towards the back of that line that I've got tied in there. Take nice tight wraps to lock that vinyl ribbing in back to about the bend of the hook. And then I'm going to take my black thread all the way back up to the bead. I might build just a slight taper to the body here. When I say taper, you'll see that the back of the fly is a little bit thinner than the front. Not a lot for this fly. So now I'm going to take that vinyl ribbing and I'm going to wrap it with these wraps tightly close to one another. Right up towards the front. I'm going to take my black thread and do several wraps, 2 or 3 wraps behind it to help lock it in. Move that vinyl rib back and do several wraps in front and repeat that process to create a good solid, a good solid lock-in on that vinyl rib. And then because it's a little stretchy, I will pull it tight, take my scissors, and then trim it as close to that black thread wrap as I can. Take a few more wraps just to make sure everything's nice and locked in, and I create that black taper right up against the bead. And now I'm going to whip finish. So I take my whip finish tool, hook in there, hook behind, and give it about 5 wraps. That creates a nice knot on that line, and I take my scissors, trim it right up against it. So now I am left with my fly right here. What I like to do on this, just to provide a little bit of extra durability, is use a Solarise UV resin and just drop a little bit of that resin right on top. I find that what that does is it helps to secure that knot and everything up on top of it. I'll hit it with my UV flashlight. And now I have my fly.